Good morning, students. Standard 8th, Subject Maths, Chapter 13, Direct and Inverse Proportion. Introduction to Direct and Inverse Proportion. There are so many situations in our life where we see some direct or indirect relationship between two things. Like, if the number of things purchased is increasing, then the amount to pay will also increase. Second, if the speeds of the car will increase, then the time to reach the destination will decrease. Now, what is a variation? If the values of two objects depends upon each other in such a way that the increase or decrease in the value of one object affects the value of another object, then these two objects are said to be in variation. So, first of all, direct proportion. Two quantities A and B are said to be in indirect proportion. If increase in A, then increase the B, and if decrease in A, then decrease the B. But the ratio of their respective values must be the same. A and B will be in direct proportion if A by B equal to K. So K is a constant, or we have to write A equal to KB. In such a case, if B1, B2 are the values of B corresponding to the values and A1, A2 respectively, then A1 upon B2 equal to A2 upon B1. Now hours work and salary. 1 hour's work salary $20, then 2 hours works $40. 3 hours works $60 and 4 hours works $80. So this shows that as the number of hours worked will increase the amount of salary, also increase the constant ratio. Now symbol of proportion C. When two quantities A and B are in proportion, then they are written as A proportion to B, where represent is proportion to. So we have to read that A is proportion to B. Methods to solve direct proportion problems. There are two methods to solve the problems related to direct proportion. First one is tabular method. As we know that A1 divided by B1 equal to A2 divided by B2 equal to A3 divided by B3 equal to AN divided by BN. So if one ratio is given, then we can find the other values also. The ratio remains the constant in the direct proportion. Let us understand with example. The cost of 4-liter milk is 200 rupees. Tabulate the cost of 2, 3, 5, 8 liters of milk of same quality. Now solution, let X equal to liter of the milk and Y is cost rupees. So we know that as the liter will increase, the cost will also increase, and if the liter will decrease, then the cost will also decrease. And here given that is 4 liter rupees 200. So we have to find out the how much rupees as 2 liter milk, how much rupees as 3 liter milk, how much rupees as 5 liter milk, and how much rupees as 8 liter milk. So we have to take direct proportion. X1 divided by Y1 is given 4 upon 200. So we have to find out Y2 because X2 is 2. So formula X1 divided by Y1 equal to X2 divided by Y2. 4 upon 200 equal to 2 divided by Y2. So Y2 is 100. So the cost of 2 liter milk is rupees 100. Now second one, X1 divided by Y1 equal to X3 divided by Y3. Now here 3 liter of milk is 150 rupees. Same as we have to do as C1. Y4 is 250 rupees, 5 liter milk, and same as Y5 is 400 rupees for the cost of 8 liter milk. Second one, unitary method. If two quantities A and B are in direct proportion, then the relation will be K equal to A divided by B or A equal to KB. We can use this relation in solving the problem. If a worker gets rupees 2000 to work for 4 hours, then how much time will they work to get rupees 6000? Here k equal to number of hours divided by salary of worker. It means 4 divided by 2000. So answer is 1 upon 500. Now by using this relation a equal to kb, then we can find a equal to 1 by 500 multiply 6000 equal to 12. Hence they have to work for 12 hours to get rupees 6000 rupees. Come to the exercise 13.1. Following are the car parking charges near a railway station up to 4 hours 60 rupees, 8 hours 100 rupees, 12 hours 140 rupees and 24 hours 180 rupees. So first of all we have to find the direct proportion. 4 upon 60 that is 1 upon 15. Then 8 upon 100 is 2 upon 25. 12 upon 140 is 3 upon 35. 24 upon 180 is 2 by 15. So here 1 upon 15 is not equal to 2 by 25, is not equal to 3 by 35, is not equal to 2 by 15. Hence the given quantities are not directly proportional. Question number 2. A mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of red pigment with 8 parts of base in the following table. Find the part of base that need to be added. Now here we have to apply the tabular method. 1 by 8. We have to assume that this one is A, then B, then C and then D. So 1 by 8 equal to 4 by A means 32. Then 1 by 8 equal to 7 by B, that is B is 56, cross multiplication. Then 1 by 8 equal to 12 by C, so C is 96. 1 by 8 equal to 20 by D, so D is 160. So rate of parts of red pigment and part of base are given. Now come to the next one. Now question number 3. In question 2 above, if 1 part of red pigment requires 75 ml of base, how much red pigment should be mixed with 1800 ml of base? Now let the required red pigment be X part. So 1 upon X equal to 75 divided by 1800 ml. So X multiply 75 equal to 1 multiply 1800. So X is 24 parts. Now come to the question number 4. A machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? So draw the table, number of bottles time in hours. 840 bottles times 6 hours. How much bottle times 5 hours? Cross multiplication. So X equal to 700. So hence the required number of bottles is 700. Then fifth one, a photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attain a length of 5 cm as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria if the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only? What would be its enlarged length? So enlargement and length. So we have to again column tabular. So original length equal to 5 divided by 50,000, that is 1000. Or you have to write down 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter. So since the two quantities are directly proportional, 50,000 divided by 20,000 equal to 5 divided by X, cross multiplication. So X equal to 2 centimeter. Now come to the next one, sixth one. In a model of a ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long is the model ship? Draw the two columns, height of mast and length of ship. 9 centimeter, length of ship is 12 meter. X centimeter, so length of ship is 28 meter, cross multiplication. 9 by X equal to 12 by 28, so X equal to 21 meter. Number 7. Suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 multiply 10 raised to 6 crystal. How many sugar crystal are there in one? 5 kg of sugar and second one is 1.2 kg of sugar. So first one, draw the column, number of sugar crystal and weight of sugar. So first 9 multiply 10 raised to 6 is 2 kg. How much number of sugar crystal is 5 kg? So 9 multiply 10 raised to 6 divided by X equal to 2 by 5. Cross multiply. So X is 2.2 to 5 multiply 10 raised to 7 number of sugar crystal. Second one, number of sugar crystal and weight of sugar. So 9 multiply 10 raised to 6 crystal. So 2 kg sugar. So how much number of sugar crystal is 1.2 kg? Same formula, y equal to 5.4 multiply 10 raised to 6. Next one, question number 8. Rashmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometer. She drives on a road of 72 kilometer. What would be her distance covered in the map? Let the required distance be x kilometer. Scale in centimeter and distance in kilometer. One scale is 18 distance in kilometer. How much scale distance in 72 kilometer? Formula 1 by x equal to 18 by 72, cross multiply. So x, it means distance covered in the map is 4 centimeter. Come to the ninth one. A 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole casts a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter long. Find at the same time. First one, the length of the shadow cast by another pole is 10 meter 50 centimeter high. And second one is the height of a pole which casts a shadow 5 meter long. So first of all we have to find the first one, length of a shadow. So same direct proportion, 5 meter 60 centimeter divided by 10 meter 50 centimeter equal to 3 meter 20 centimeter divided by x. Cross multiply. Answer is 6 meter. Next one, height of the pole. Here we have to find out. So height of pole and length of shadow. 5.60 divided by y equal to 3.20 divided by 5. Cross multiply. Y equal to 8 meter 75 centimeter length. Next one, last one. A loaded truck travels 14 km in 25 minutes. If the speed remains the same, how far can it travel in 5 hours? Distance, time. 14 km distance, 25 minutes. How much distance covered in 5 hours? 5 hours means 300 minutes. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So how much minutes for 5 hours? That is 300 minutes. Direct proportion, 14 by x equal to 25 divided by 300. So our answer is 168 kilometer. Now students, here exercise 13.1 is over. Thank you.